that's Paul Pierce in regards to if you put Dame on the Heat, they won't make it out of the first round. Joy Taylor's not grinning. It does not seem like she's appeased by that. Joy, would Dame Lillard make the Heat favorites in the East?
I mean, Game 6, Boston, that's all I ask. But will he make the Heat better?
Yeah, will he make them better? Will he make them favorites
in the East? Yeah, I think so. I don't know what the Heat got to do to get respect around here.
Talk to him, Joy.
I don't know what he got to do.
Say it a little stronger, Joy, if you're there.
I'm going to say nothing. The Heat, they won the East last year without Damian Lillard. Did they not?
They did.
They did. They're not coming back as the same Miami
You know
Heat.
what? Again, Miami, I know we just got to be grateful to get the invitation. It's very nice that they consider us every single year for the play. Like, it's an invitational, right?
She does this
passive aggressive.
It's just very,
Joy is not
nice.
my favorite.
It's nice of them to remember the city of Miami when they consider the basketball tournament. It's like an invitational, right? Like AAU, like, yeah, we'll invite them boys in Miami. They're nice.
Nobody's saying.
Always fun.
Nobody's saying that. We don't even say this like in the room in the back. We never play this card.
There are good teams. There are a few good teams in the Eastern Conference. I'm not going to even go too far down the line. There are a few good teams that we have in the contention conversation every single year. Boston,
no doubt,
right? Deservedly so, because they made it to the finals. Milwaukee, because they won a championship.
No doubt, yes they did, absolutely did.
And then where else we going? Who else
Philly
we got?
If you want to.
You could go Philly, but they possibly going to lose James Harden.
It's very nice that we continue to include Philadelphia because they do not go past the second round of the playoffs. But we insist. No, it's kind of like the Cowboys. Like we gotta put them in contention, right? Because they have the league MVP. Yeah. So we gotta put them in contention. All right. So then who else we got? Who else we want to invite?
That's it.
That's it for me.
No, we're good.
That's it for me.
We're good.
We can cut it right.
So we add Damian Lillard to a team that did a gentleman's sweep of the Milwaukee Bucks in the first round of the playoffs this year. Then, took care of the Knicks. Yeah. Then beat Boston.
Beat who?
It was a miracle. A miracle.
Who we beat?
Praise the Lord for this miracle. Thank you for these blessings. And then went to the finals for the second time in the last 4 years. So, yes, I think that Damian Lillard would make the Heat better, and I think that they would be one of the favorites to make it out of the East. If the NBA wants to be nice and invite us again.
One of the favorites I would agree with wholeheartedly. Jay, I would agree with wholeheartedly, Slick. Would he make the Heat the favorite? No. What's so fascinating to me is, like, to be the favorite, I'm now anticipating you will go as far with more ease or you will go further. And more than that, like, we will actually anticipate you going that far. Nobody picked the Heat to beat the Bucks. Rightfully so.
Yes.
The Heat outplayed the Bucks severely. I am not naive enough to completely omit and ignore Giannis being hurt, but had Giannis played the whole time? I don't know. I can't call it. And he didn't play the whole time.
That's it.
So with that being said, I'm thinking about Dame joining the Heat, and I'm like, will he help do for them what the depth did for them? What did the Heat need in the finals? They needed scoring. They needed Dame.
What did they need in the championship?
No doubt about it.
That's a star.
No doubt.
And mama, here he comes.
No doubt.
Okay.
But what did they need to get there? That's the question. What they needed to get there was depth, which is what I believe they would sacrifice for Dame, which is why they are not the favorite to me. What they needed to win, Jay, is different than what they needed to get there. So what you needed to win was a star. What you needed to win was buckets. What you needed to win was somebody who could try to go man for man, mano for mano, cat for cat with Jamal Murray. That's what you needed to win. But what you needed to get there was Caleb Martin getting 4 Eastern Conference Finals MVP votes. What you needed to get there was Gabe Vincent averaging 18 points versus New York Knicks. What you needed to get there was depth. What you needed to win was Dame. But with Dame, Slick, I'm not convinced they will get there to even have the opportunity to win.
Yeah, to your point, and I almost feel like I have to run my Miami Heat takes past Joy now.
Now you do?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Now
get them approved.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. One of the favorites. One of the favorites. I can't say that they would be the favorite. First of all,
who would be the favorite?
Again, what's that?
Who would be the favorite?
If I had to pick a favorite.
You do have to pick a favorite, because I just asked you.
It better not be the team they swept.
They didn't sweep anybody.
Gentleman's sweep.
Gentleman's sweep.
Gentleman's sweep.
4-1.
It's a gentleman's sweep. It was a kind sweep, yes.
It would be the Milwaukee Bucks.
Dog. That's why I rock.
And largely because Giannis was hurt for two and a half of those games. It wasn't a fully formed Milwaukee Bucks team.
Not at all. We saw that with our own eyes.
So, but with the Heat and Damian, I think the one thing that we're looking past because I do agree. Like, the question is with the depth. Because how they got there, they didn't get there with just Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler was a big part of them getting there. But they would have, not every night, but Max Strus gave them a big game. Caleb Martin gave them several big games. Gabe Vincent gave them a couple big games. They got it from different places. And Damian would have to fulfill all of those. Damian's got to give you a big game every night. Now, this is what I feel like they can go toe-to-toe without even knowing what the depth is, why they can go toe-to-toe, and why I am bullish on the Miami Heat. It's because I look at Damian and Jimmy and Bam, and I could make the case that not only does Damian make them better, but that we may see the best version of Damian Lillard that we've ever seen.
Come on now.
Because I could make the case that Bam Adebayo is going to be the best big that he's ever played with, the most dynamic one, going both. And yes, I know you're going to say better than LaMarcus. As a two-way player, as a two-way player, for Damian, as a better defensive player, as and a better passer, because they've used him as a playmaker.
I'll give you passer. Go ahead, Sig.
So he can now play off the ball. Jimmy Butler. Like, C.J. McCollum was good, but he was duplicative of what Damian did.
True.
Jimmy gives you a whole different angle. It's very much like the Golden State Warriors, where Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry, their respective strengths balanced each other. As opposed to, say, Kevin Durant, Bradley Beal, and Devin Booker. If you're asking me which threesome I would rather have, I will take the Miami Heat threesome over the Phoenix Suns one any day. All right? And this one maybe have more star.
How about over the Milwaukee Bucks threesome?
Bucks, baby.
If healthy,
who you taking?
I would lean Bucks.
No doubt.
Yeah, I have to. They've already proved that they can win a championship.
They have.
All right, here we go, man. Bay Area stand up. Yee! Dame Dollar. That's why he got the 0 on his jersey. All right. Let me tell you something.
Hold on. Joy, the purpose of a call and response, the purpose of a call and response is for you to call and somebody else to respond. You can't call and respond. Bay Area stand up. Bay Area stand up.
He was waiting for Slick.
You call, somebody else respond.
Slick already. He ain't helped Dame out.
I already claimed 3 cities, so.
Being the Bay.
That's like Quentin Williams sneeze and saying God bless you to himself.
Yeah, everybody says God
nobody
bless you,
said you gotta say it though, right?
But he also said thank you. He sneezed, God bless you.
himself.
Here we go, man.
If you need me to step in, you gotta give me a little eye. You gotta give me a little nod, bro.
I couldn't because, like I said, you ain't really have his back in that segment right there. But listen, when he does walk in this building for the Miami Heat, they are the favorites. Their big three up against anybody's big three. I'm taking Dame Dollar in the big three. I think they are going to gel together really well, like you touched on. You have a head coach and Coach Spoelstra who's been a part of big threes and found ways to have these guys play at a high level, had them kind of be humble superstars to win this championship. So he is going to understand how to make this thing go with those three. Then when you listen to what Miami is talking about giving up, Tyler Hero, how'd he do in the playoffs?
Wasn't there?
He wasn't there, right? So he didn't even help, right? And you can say he helped in the regular season for what, a play-in game? So they giving up Tyler Hero and 3 first-round picks. We don't hear Caleb Martin in there. We don't hear Duncan Robinson in there. If they find a way to keep those 2 guys and put Dame Dollar in there with the 2 other All-Stars, this is the favorite in the East with Dame Dollar. And like you said, Slick, Dame Dollar's going to make everybody on that team better.
I agree.
Period.
I agree with that wholeheartedly. You keep those dudes, then it's all Miami. It's all Miami. All right, coming up.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.